Hey everyone, my name's Jared. I'm here with a great group of fellow men here, and we just wanted to share a little bit about our personal stories, about how we got involved with this amazing opportunity, great business, great products, and just to shed some light on how it's affected our lives, how it's transformed us for the better. I know I felt amazing positive change doing this, and just hope it resonates with you. So what happened was, my wife and I went plant-based. We started noticing some health benefits. I still was carrying a bit of extra weight. I was exercising and trying different things. Nothing really works. Still had my asthma and my allergies kind of holding me back. And she had a friend come over, Taz, and she tore through our pantry, took out all the processed junk. It's like you need to upgrade your lives. And Allison, my wife, was taken by with it, and right away she introduced the Purium products, the lifestyle. And I was apprehensive at first because I thought, maybe she had been duped or something, or convinced of something that wasn't legitimate. And I was skeptical. I didn't want to try. I knew I wanted to get healthier, but I didn't realize that this was the key. And what happened was I started to take the Biomedic and the Power Shake daily on the regular. And I didn't know about gut health. I didn't know what the microbiome really was and how it affects your mood and your overall health and your quality of life. And within weeks, I started to feel a change. So I'm talking like better sleep, more energy during the day. We have two young kids where I need to be on my toes all day. And before I used to have to take naps and things like that. Now I'm like off coffee. I eat better. I can just take my green shake in the morning. So I'm extending my intermittent fasting. And very quickly, within like a few months, I started shedding that weight, that body weight. I'm almost 40 and I needed to get rid of my spare tire and I had neck fat and, just like lethargic, gone. And I'm able to keep it off, maintain a healthy weight, which I'm really happy about. I know you could be happy and healthy at any weight, but for me, this was, I feel like I'm more optimal. And mentally too, like it was a huge change where, I didn't look to food for my happiness, like, and the food that was tasting better was healthier. I'm talking like raw plant-based nuts and seeds and fruits. These things became my new candy, my new junk food. And with that, my lifestyle transformed. And little by little, Allison and I discovered that other people want this, like they're drawn to it. So I'm not a salesperson or anything like that, but what I found was that other people in my life would come to me and be like, what's that green juice you're drinking in the morning? I'm interested. I want to know more. Or, how did you lost your allergies? Really? Like, because I still take Benadryl every day. And I'm like, nope, I threw out my Ventolin. I don't have asthma anymore. I don't snore at night, which Allison is thrilled about. And, just like simple changes that you can make to adopt a discipline that really works. So that was hugely transformative, and I love to share it. And now people kind of come to me and say, like, I drink too much coffee. What do you do that you don't drink coffee anymore? Because I share that. I say like, instead of waking up in the morning and putting like an acidic kind of caffeine stimulant in you, try a green shake just to see how it feels. So people are interested. They want that. They want to lose a few pounds. Just anything that I'm sharing resonates with them, and then they just kind of come to me. So it's been really an amazing experience. I've been able to kind of scale back my other job hours so I can work with Allison and then help heal people for real. And it's been very rewarding. And Allison is a healer, so as a counterpart to that energy, I want to support her in that, and be a foundation for her as well. So this has brought us closer together as a couple, as a family. And it's just an amazing thing. And I urge anyone who wants to upgrade their life to just try this experiment on yourself. It's okay because there's really no risk involved. It can only do good for you. So with that said, we have here these other people with us on this call who are constant inspiration for me as well, because they're living the kind of life that I didn't think was possible beforehand. Our next guest, Joel, he lives this lifestyle where he could, focus on his passions and be with his children, his family, and it's amazing to see that, because that's what I wanted. I wanted more time to do that. So he serves as this inspirational figure for me. So yeah, I'll throw it to you, Joel, if you take it away.
Well, thank you, Jared. That was a great share right there. Great story. I aspire to be like you. You're my hero. I love that transformation story with you and your family. I see what you're doing. Very present on social media. I love all what you put up there, the content you put up there, what you do, traveling around to Belize, Canada, coming to Florida soon, I hope. So a little bit about my story. I'm going on 17 years right now with Purium, and I'm a superfood junkie. I love superfoods. Been working in holistic nutrition for probably over 25 years. Started with water filtration. Just love what Dave Sandoval does with this company. I play pro pickleball. I coach, I teach. I'm obsessed. I'm a pickleball addict. So Purium, fuels me. And having my wife on board, in the company, even my son's even kind of like dabbling into the business. He's doing his YouTube with his professional boxers and sharing Purium. It becomes like a lifestyle, and I consider myself a lifestyle entrepreneur. So I always loved the concept of residual income. So when I was really young, before my teens, I did some acting and some commercials, and through my teens, I did that. And I kind of realized the power of residual income. And I just thought to myself for a quick minute, imagine there was a career outside of acting that you could do this. And when I found network marketing, Purium, I was blown away, the whole concept. So jumping into it and kind of indulging into all the ins and outs of it, it's just a wonderful business. I've made some of my best friends. I have my family involved, just as many of you do. It's really great experience. You get to choose who you work with and who you don't work with. And as a certified health coach, I need something to refer, somewhere for people to understand the power of what we have. It's very easy to share through Purium. And me not being the best eater up until I was probably maybe even 30, I'm going on 52 now. I was looking for answers. I was severely dehydrated. I was addicted to sugar, simple carbs, all the bad stuff out there. And, Purium was a simple solution for me. It worked for me. It doesn't work for everyone. There are other things out there that work really well, but for me, what really worked was Purium. And just adding that green food into your diet every day, high quality dehydrated, superfoods, super fruits, having that in your diet makes such a difference. And the fact that you could pair that up with a business, that is just crazy. I mean, we have a stimulus check coming out now. It's going to be anywhere between probably $600 and $2,000. So even if at the lowest point, if it was $600, if you just took half of that and invested into a business like this, which you can for about $314, which is all product, by the way, and have a business attached to that, and you could team up with the MOP crew, the Men of Purium, and really build and go forward and do this as a part-time career and make full-time income, that is just insane. And have fun. Look, I schedule my day every day. Eric will attest to it. I'm on the phone with him at least probably sometimes an hour, 2 hours a day. We talk, we kind of mastermind, we go through, what we could do to, kind of further our business into the next level. And look, I've been doing network marketing for over 25 years, being with Purium now for 17. This is my home. And the whole beauty of something like this, to have a superfoods, company, to align yourself with that, we're not going anywhere. During COVID times right now, lockdown, people looking to get a little bit more healthy. They have the COVID 10 pounds they want to get off, and they're looking to actually make money. So we could all kind of lock arms, all of us, and really go to the moon. And I'm here to help. We're all here to help. So thank you for having me on. God bless, be well, be safe, and be happy.
Thank you, Joel. Amazing story. Now we're gonna hear from Fabian, our Swedish brother. Take it away, Fabian.
Yes, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, as Jared and also Joel like probably all of us, had amazing transformations. I had mine like 2 years ago when I started with the company, and I also got just introduced by it through Allison, and thought like, oh, I have to check that out because I still was experiencing some health problems, and just wanted to get better, no matter what. And when I was like choosing and all that, it took tremendous time of my life, and I asked myself, hey, there must be something more easy, more less time consuming, but the same quality or even better. So, and then Purium came around, so the company found me. And yeah, what I really want to talk about is the brotherhood, or also the sisterhood in this company. It's so amazing, and I still realize that this is just not the regular thing. You know, like when I was like working in the corporate circus for over 25 years, and the, you get mentors, but it's also always like about them, and there's just always elbows involved and everything like that. So this is like on a daily basis, you have to really be careful. And here it's just like I just feel pure support and pure love. Like also with the guys here, it's just like it's a tribe. It's beautiful how we support each other and help each other grow, and investing time and helping wherever we can. And also like what's really funny is like my whole family is on the products now. Not because I I pushed anyone on them, but they just got interested, and now I really have to see that I get to my power shake in the morning, because my son, he's like 3 years old. He just demands it. He just wants it. Like children are so intuitive. They just go ahead and say, no, it's mine. Do yourself a new one. So yeah, this is really a beautiful community. And I don't know if people can maybe relate from sports, if you're climbing or if you do parachuting. It's like I would give you guys my parachute to pack, you know, or to secure my rope. This is become such a strong connection, and also trust in each other. So it's really beautiful, really heart centered, sovereign individuals. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's amazing. And you have an incredible story, and it's so cool to see your family evolving like that. It's really inspirational, Fabian. Thank you. Jason Mangan, really powerful soul right here. A lot of wisdom, and relatively new to the Purium tribe, but a wealth of knowledge. Take it away, Jason.
Yeah, no, super thrilled to be here. Awesome stories, everyone. It's such an inspiration. Joel, fantastic story. Fabian, thank you. Jared, it's absolutely amazing. So, yeah, my journey with Purium. So I've been with Purium. I'm new with Purium, but I'm not new with network marketing. I'm a network marketing junkie. I love network marketing. I love relationship building. I love passive residual income. I'm almost 40 years old. I currently live here in Houston, Texas. And I got started in network marketing when I was 13 years old. And so I started going to meetings, started going to events, started traveling all across the world with my dad and my stepmother, started building all kinds of leadership qualities, and connecting with certain mentors that were making, $50, $60, $100,000 a month, reading the right books, listening to the right audios, and just attending, these events that were teaching me how to make a passive residual income. Now, I failed miserably at the beginning, miserably, company after company after company. But ultimately, in my early 20s, I was an athlete. So, I was 210 pounds. I was a wide receiver playing college football at Eastern Arizona State. And then I was a walk-on for Arizona State University. And from the outside, I looked really healthy, right? 10% body fat, looking really good, right? But on the inside, I could tell like I had a lot of bloating, a lot of constipation. My memorization skills weren't good. The loss of concentration, fatigue. I was tired all the time, and I was still eating a lot of like processed foods and a lot of animal products, and I was taking a lot of genetically processed supplements as well too. You know, I was very uneducated at that time. I thought I was healthy. I looked good, but on the inside, I was really damaging myself. And I came across one particular book in my early 20s, you know, through an infomercial called Natural Cures That They Don't Want You to Know About. And I read that book in 1 week. I read that book in 1 week. I couldn't stop reading this book. It just lit me up. It expanded my entire health and wellness opportunity and the things that I could create for myself. And I started implementing certain new methods and techniques and exercises in my own well-being, in my own living habits, in my own new living habits. And I started practicing like becoming a vegetarian or becoming a vegan, and maybe practicing becoming a pescatarian. And I started doing juice fasting, and I started getting away from like the hard strength training and started being a little bit more gentle on my body with stretching and yoga, and maybe connecting with nature a little bit and going hiking, right? Just being a little bit more gentle on myself. And within 40 days, I lost 30 pounds. I lost 30 pounds in I like dropped like 210 to like 175. And I wasn't a full-on vegan at this time. I was still a vegetarian, but I was removing myself away from certain processed foods and certain chemical, toxic, acidic foods and drinks that I was consistently doing every day, just trying to put on the muscle, trying to look good for the women, right? You know, trying to be a phenomenal athlete. And I noticed like my energy started changing. And I started having like this inspiration and this new excitement about nutrition. And I started studying nutrition, and I became a nutritional specialist. And I've been a nutritional specialist now in the health and wellness industry now for close to 20 years. You know, I'm a full-on vegan. 98% of my life, I'm eating raw, organic, natural, live living foods. I've been implementing superfoods in my lifestyle for a good 15, 18 years now. Experimenting with everything, trying it all, doing it all, just trying to expand my own joy, my own bliss and happiness, trying to expand my own energy to see where it could take me. And then 4 months ago, I had a good friend of mine named Billy, and she said, Jason, you know, I know you're a health nut. You got to try out these products. I'm like, well, what is it? She's like, well, it's a company called Purium. I'm like, I know it all. I'm taken care of. Like, I'm good. Like I create my own superfoods. I create my own herbs. Like, I plant my own garden. Like, I'm good. And she's like, Jason, no, you really got to try. And I kept on saying no to her, but you know, my law of attraction kept on bringing Purium back into my life. Kept on bringing a Purium. I would see videos on YouTube, right? And a couple months passed, and I saw a video on YouTube, and I checked it out. And I was resonating with everything with this company, with David Sandoval and his background and his mission, his personality, and you know, what he's bringing to the forefront of not just with the products alone, but what he really wants to do for the entire world. And it completely aligned with my mission. It completely aligned with who I am and what I'm about. And I was completely turned on by it. And I was like, I gotta get on these products. I gotta try them out. And so I became a customer about 4 months ago. And within 3 days, I knew I was going to be part of the company. Like, I'm super sensitive. I'm very, very sensitive in my body. I know what's good and what's not good. And I noticed when I started taking the products, I noticed my body was craving greens. Like, it wanted more greens because I was eating a lot of fruit, which is perfectly fine. But my body wanted to balance itself out a little bit more and heal in different ways to give me a little bit more energy that I wasn't really attaining. And so once I started taking these greens and started taking these herbs and cleaning my gut out just a little bit more, like I was vibing super high, super high. And within 3 days, I remember calling up Billy and I said, hey, within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be financially capable enough to become a brand partner. Like I want in, like I want in, let's do this. So the last 4 months has been a ride. Like I have so many, not just goals for myself, but goals for other people. And, I put myself in a position where, I'm doing this pretty much, 15 hours out of the day, not because I have to, because I love it. It excites me. I'm having a lot of fun. This is part of my mission. This is part of my purpose. And I'm getting paid for it. Like I'm getting paid to live happy and healthy and wealthy. Like it's just a no-brainer for me. Like there's no overhead. Like really there's no overhead. You get a complete website, you got products and services, you got training and mentorship and support. Like you have the whole package here. Like it's a win-win situation. So that's a short glimpse of why I'm so excited to be part of the Purium tribe. And I'm just very thankful and blessed to be part of this group right here with you, Jared, Joel, and Fabian and Eric. So thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Wow, you're like a high vibe bolt of lightning, and I appreciate everything you said. And yeah, just like a living example of like what adaptogens and epigenetics and taking nutrition seriously can accomplish. So if you want to look as amazing as Jason here, listen to what he says. And now, last but not least, Eric Mish, who is our mentor, our guide, our Sherpa. Is an amazing, brilliant, kind person and totally inspirational. And Eric, please go for it.
Thank you so much. There are some tough acts to follow here, but I got to tell you, I am so inspired by this group of men that are putting their health as a priority. That, when you see men that don't push that aside and actually put importance on their own health, I think that just sets such a great example. And that's so inspiring to the rest of us. Because I think as men, we have a huge opportunity to not only have a huge impact on our immediate families and those around us, but on the entire world. We can do so much just through our own example. So I just want to show some gratitude and appreciation to all you guys who are setting such a great example for other men and fathers, husbands, brothers, sons out there. So thank you guys. My journey really started back in 2009. When I had a somewhat of a health crisis, and Jason mentioned it, sometimes we think we're doing pretty good until we hit that full stop in the road and something stops us in our tracks and wakes us up. My wake-up call came in 2009 when I contracted the swine flu, and that really came out of nowhere. It hit me hard. I was down for several weeks, and I got so sick. At one point, I became hopeless. I actually wanted to end it all. That's how sick I was. And so I did recover after some time, but even after the recovery, it left me weak. I realized how destroyed my gut microbiome was. My immune system was shot, and it left me susceptible to infections for in upwards of a year. And in fact, I had caught 3 upper respiratory infections after I recovered from the virus. They put me on multiple rounds of antibiotics, which further destroyed my gut microbiome and started affecting things like my moods, my energy levels, many other side effects that came from a disruption in my gut. So at the time, I didn't know anything about gut health and how important it was to overall health. But I knew I didn't feel right, and I knew something had to be done. So I started researching, and it led me to discovering the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle and juicing. And I started juicing. I would do 3-day, 5-day, 7-day juice fasts, and I did feel better. But I found it was difficult to sustain with a busy lifestyle. At the time, I had a demanding corporate job, and the idea of juicing several times a day and the cleanup and the expense wasn't really fitting into my busy lifestyle. So I wasn't able to sustain it. Fast forward to 2012, I met someone who's here on this call, Joel Calandrillo. Thank you so much for sharing an opportunity with me to change my life. And that was going on close to 9 years ago, and it simply became life-changing. So Joel shared with me a gift card towards these superfood products, and he said, you know what, listen, you can have all of the benefits of juicing and have the convenience along with it, and it can be cost effective for you as well. So I was immediately interested in how this works. And so I took him up on that opportunity right away. As soon as I got the products, I realized that this is first level nutrition. I saw there were no binders, fillers, artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, certified organic, non-GMO, and glyphosate free. All those things were super important to me, but I still hadn't tried them yet. It wasn't until I tried my very first power shake that I knew we had captured lightning in a bottle here. This is something special. And I felt it right away. I felt the energy from these dehydrated raw foods. And so I continued. This spawned a complete lifestyle change. I ended up losing 32 pounds in the course of 2 months, several inches off my waist. I had to get a whole new wardrobe. But even what was more than that was the way I felt, the energy levels, better sleep like I had never had before, and a mental focus and clarity that I could only dream about. I started becoming more creative at work and solving problems that I was dealing with for months just because my mind and my second brain, my gut, was now functioning optimally. So what started as simply a transformation led to a complete lifestyle change. And people started noticing, much like you, Jared. When people start noticing and asking questions, you need to offer them a solution. And so that's what I did. I started sharing this with friends, family, coworkers. So many people out there right now, especially, need a lifestyle transformation, especially with where we are with the pandemic and just people suffering from weight gain, from depression and anxiety. They need a lifestyle transformation like we've all done recently. And so I'm happy to share this with them. And what's more is it's created an opportunity. I spent 14 years in a very demanding and very stressful corporate career. And so I saw coworkers of mine who I saw them, have to sacrifice relationships, and I saw their health being sacrificed because of the stress levels. So many men are in jobs that such high stress, it's dangerous. And so to be able to break free from that and do something that I'm passionate about, that I wake up in the morning and I pinch myself and I say, is this my life? It's been such a blessing. So earlier this year, I was able to leave the corporate job after 14 years and pursue my passion and do this on a more of a full-time basis. But the best part is I get to spend more time with my wife. I have a flexible schedule. I don't have a boss. There's no one to ask for vacation time. I just take it off. But what's even more than that is the priceless benefits of helping other people. There's no better way to help yourself than to help others. And so I can't even put a price tag on that. When I hear transformation stories and I hear how this has benefited and changed lives, it's something that drives and motivates me on a daily basis. And I know because this opportunity is so unique, it's so special and more relevant than ever, that it's also becomes highly lucrative. So we have a tremendous opportunity, and we need more ambassadors to join our mission. We need people, and especially men who are willing to take up this mission and join us. And we have a large army of women as well, but men can be extremely successful and impactful, as we've seen here in these success stories. So I'm really just truly an honor to work with great people. I get to choose every single day who I get to work with. And I can't think of a better group of people. The support here, I echo what Fabian said. The support is incredible, and just so honored to be a part of the mission. So thank you, Jared, for the opportunity to share my story, and looking forward to the bright future ahead.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Eric, for sharing that incredible story. I just want to emphasize the community that we're building here, and just how, for me at least, I've never felt that kind of camaraderie and that support. And I've worked lots of different types of jobs before, big teams, small teams, and there's nothing like this. And with that infinite growth potential there, that is extremely lucrative. And we all need to learn how to embrace the internet and how to make a living off the internet and make money while we're sleeping. And this is a way to do it. This is a pathway there. And so I'm just really grateful, and I'm just encouraging everyone to have an open mind about changing their health habits, about filling their own cup first, and loving yourself, and just watch what happens. So I'll leave it with that. And again, thank you so much, MOPs, Men of Purium, and come to us if you have any questions, anything like that. We're here. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.